Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, if this is your first time seeing a video, then you are in luck. That means that our energies have aligned and there is a message here for you. This is air signs, or I recommend watching each sign for your sun, moon, and rising. So hello and welcome, my air signs, Gemini, Libras, and Aquarius. So before I started recording, I did a pre-read message and I got one card from my It's the Vibes deck to see what the energy is for this specific collective. And the card that came out is the Legal card. Now when this card came out, it wasn't really like a bad thing. I didn't feel any negative energy. I just feel like this month specifically, you might be finding yourself involved in legal matters. Like you could be signing papers, signing a contract, working with lawyers, going to court, doing things, finishing off final details as far as putting things into motion. So you could have just started a brand new business. You could have just partnered with someone or started some type of venture that requires you to do a lot of legal work. Okay, so that's the vibe for this collective. You guys are working on a venture. You are partnering with someone or something. You're partnering with someone, a company. You're reading the paperwork, reading the fine print, doing what you need to do to make sure that your back is covered. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the tarot for this collective, my air signs. I'm going to be using my holographic tarot deck. And of course, before we get started, while I shuffle and get things together, I would invite for you to take a couple of deep breaths and ask spirit, guides, the universe, what is it that you would like to hear? What are the things that you would want to come up for you? As I channel, I am just the messenger, so please use your discernment and take what resonates and leave the rest. This deck is a little bit old, so I gotta start shuffling her sideways because she don't work like she used to. So yeah, all right, let's get into it. Spirit, guides, universe, let's tap into what my air signs. Okay, we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So there's an energy that you are not really seeing things from a positive standpoint. Okay, you know, it's like you saw the potential in something, or you still see it, right? But you're not really sure if this is what's going to pick up off the ground for you. Because this card came up in reverse, and it's like when the Page of Pentacles comes up, it signifies that you have started something, or you are in the process of starting something that you feel will bring you stability in the long term. But here it's like it's an iffy energy, like you're not sure, which is why you're probably doing this paperwork, because you want to cover your tail, your behind. Okay, so very interesting, air signs. Let's see what else spirit do you want to deliver to my air signs? What other messages do they need to know for the month of July? Strength. So this is a good sign. This is a very good sign that whatever it is that you're doing, and however you are going about protecting yourself, your assets, your money, paperwork, spirit is really saying just be calm, be cool. Okay, have strength, that you are making the right choices and you're taking the right action to make sure that you are good, whether you're skeptical or not. This is something that you need to do. So Spirit is really encouraging you to have some strength. And also another thing too is strength is ruled by Leo. The strength card is represented by Leo, and Leo season is about to approach. We are in July. This is the 1st of July when I'm recording this. So Leo season could be very good for you. Leo season could be a really great time for you, as we do see a lot of yellow here. I love this vibrant yellow that these cards have, so that's good. Strength. Okay, what else? All right, we have the 6 of Wands reverse, and we have the 3 of Pentacles reverse. So again, I'm getting this skeptical energy, like you have had a feeling or an inkling that this is something that you've wanted to do, but there could be something that's in the way, or you could be in the way of yourself, that's allowing you to feel like this is not going to pan out for you, or you know what I'm saying. And also it could also be putting you in a situation where you're blocking yourself from potential collaborations and people from coming in, and people coming into your circle because you're scared, you know. So this is a message that's really saying to believe in yourself, because when you believe in yourself and you actually put yourself out there and you rise to the occasion and allow yourself to receive and accept and be open, you won't feel the way that you're feeling if you are feeling in the energy of self-doubt or worry, you know. But you're doing what you need to do to make sure that regardless of how this situation pans out, you're going to be okay legally. You're going to be okay financially. However, it is important to change your mindset, shift the way that you think, because that will ultimately determine how this process is going to go, okay? So Spirit is really saying, just continue to move forward in a positive light, okay? All right, so let's look into the tarot some more. One more card, Spirit. What other messages would you like for my collective, my air signs, to know moving forward for the month of July? Knight of Swords. Okay, so someone could be coming in to help you help you with this venture, this idea. Someone could be coming in to give you some motivation, help you put some pep in your step, or this could be you fearlessly moving forward. Regardless of how you may feel on the inside, you know that Spirit wants you to do this. So regardless of those negative thoughts, those negative feelings that come up, because they're natural, you're taking action, you're moving forward, you're doing what you need to do to make sure that you're set. And this is just a sign, okay? So this could be someone either coming in for you, or this could be you. But regardless, I do see that there are other people that you're actively involved with. So this could be a business venture or a partnership of some sort. However, it's not all that bad. It's not what you think. If you're feeling like this might not be it, if you are being really pessimistic or beating yourself up because you're not exactly where you want to be, you have to change that. You have to put yourself in a mindset, in a space where you feel like this is going to work out for me, because I started this, so I know that the universe is not going to lead me astray. And even if some things might not work out, you were still put in this situation for a reason. So Spirit is really asking you to change your mindset and change your perspective on this thing, okay? Period. Now we're going to... Okay. So now we're going to get more vibe cards, and we're going to finish off with some messages from my Seasons of the Witch Oracle deck. Just some final advice, alright? So we're going to do 3 cards from my What's the Vibe. Like, this is really my favorite Oracle deck, y'all. Like, I'm obsessed. I don't know what it is, but I really like this deck. So, again, take a deep breath. Focus your intention and what it is that you would like to hear about. And focus in on what it is that you would like to hear about, okay? Ooh. Like, why is my shuffle off? Okay. Alright. What's up with my air signs? Alright, let's see. What's up with my air sign spirit? Okay, psychopath. Well, I don't know if I can say that. So we're going to say ABUSIVE. Conniving and unpredictable. So, this is just signaling that I don't want to say it, but Spirit is basically saying, like, you're being delusional, okay? And it's not in a bad way, but it's like you really have to lay off the pressure of yourself and stop beating yourself up, putting these negative thoughts inside of your brain that will really mess up the flow or fuck up the flow. Look, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna keep it 100% real, okay? That's one thing about my channel. I'm real, raw, and I'm honest, okay? And that's what it is. It's like all these plans that you've had in place, you did all of this. Now you gotta believe in yourself. You have to stop being mentally abusive. You have to stop mentally beating yourself up. You have to stop being mean to yourself and letting yourself fall into these negative places and spaces, okay? So that's why that card came up. So let's see, any other messages, Spirit? Oop. Okay, we have Archangel Michael, protection, reverend from harm and divine intervention. So yeah, Spirit really wants you to be in flow, okay? Don't let anything else fuck up your flow. And Archangel Michael is here to say that you are protected. Whatever you decide to do, you're protected, okay? The universe, the angels, the guides have your back, but you have to have your back too. And this is a similar message to what I channeled in my collective message last week. It's all about having your back, because yes, the spirits are going to be there for you, but you have to be there for you too at the end of the day, because this is your life. And there is going to be some divine intervention. Things are going to happen. Things are going to fall away or fall apart in order for you to see the bigger picture, okay? And then we have these cards. We have, I wasn't going to take all of them, but I'm just going to take all of it. So we have antisocial, we have cutting ties, and we have paranoid, okay? So that's a lot, okay? This is a lot, and this is a lot of in your head energy. And as far as cutting ties, this is a sign that's saying, like, you have to cut the ties of, you have to cut away what is not serving you. So there could be some things in your life that just aren't serving you, but you are using them to numb the pain in a sense, okay? And it's not working anymore. It could be an addiction, it could be a substance, it could be alcohol, it could be anything of those sorts. Like, you have been doing something that isn't really helping you, okay? Instead, it's more so harming you, and you have to be able to see that. So this is some energy here, all right? And with the antisocial card here, You gotta get out your feelings, babe. You do. You have to get out your feelings. You have to believe that everything is going to work out for you. You have to see the brighter side of things. And my camera is dying, okay? 1 second. But yeah, with this anti-social card here, babe, it's saying you have to get out of your feelings, okay? You have to really start believing that you are capable of all things and that things are going to work out for you, because at the end of the day, they always do. And it's funny because I myself am an air sign. I'm a Libra sun. And yeah, I can be in my head a lot, and that's the thing about us air signs. Where air is all about mental stimulation, okay? So I would say try to meditate, try to do some self-care, try to pour into you, and try to get clarity on where these thoughts are coming from and why, okay? But just know that any type of legal matters, paperwork, money, situations, things like that, all of that is going to be tied up and secured for you, okay? So yeah, now we're gonna move into our last part, and that is going to be the final advice from my Seasons of the Witch Tarot. All right, Spirit, so what is it with these air signs? Okay, what would you like for them to know? Ooh, I don't know. Shuffling has been a little bit off for me for this reading. So yeah, something could be difficult for you to communicate with others, okay? Something could be, a message could be difficult to relay into transit. So let's see what this card is. It says, apple of my eye. Not all that's alluring may be what it seems. See beyond the illusion. Okay, period. So this is exactly what I was saying. Like, you are thinking of things that could go wrong. You're thinking of things that could potentially mess up the situation, or you're not really seeing it for what it is. And what it is actually something that's going to benefit you in the long run. So you got to keep your prize on the apple. No, I said that wrong. You got to keep your eye on the prize. Stop being delusional. That's what Spirit is saying. Spirit is calling me out because I've found myself being very delusional in certain situations. But again, it's just like, you have to step in to your divine calling. You have to trust in the spirits, in the universe, okay, and see situations from a space of optimism rather than pessimism, if that makes sense, okay? So let's see what the guidebook has to say for this card. And also, apple of my eye is card number 2, and 2 is about harmony and balance, and about your higher self chose this card because there is often an expectation that transformation will happen with a big bang. One day you'll wake up and be completely different from how you were yesterday, or some dramatic event will happen that causes your whole life to renew itself. Transformation is usually sparked by dramatic life change, but a spark only represents potential. You still have to take that spark and nourish it before it becomes a raging fire that burns through your life. Mindfulness is the best way to begin forming habits that lead to dramatic results. For example, you may need to find more awareness about poor eating or money habits. You may need to be more present in your career if you're looking to advance. Perhaps you need to be more mindful about the ways you're giving away your power. Maybe you allow others to speak negatively, or you find yourself giving a lot more than you get in return. Once you're mindful of where you need to change, you won't be able to unlearn this information, and each moment of awareness will become an opportunity to make a new choice. You can continue to make the same choices that you have that have kept you where you are, or you can decide to do something different and begin to move in a new direction, taking one step at a time. Okay, so yeah, this is just a sign of encouragement. Like, you are on the right path. You're doing what needs to be done. Just keep going. Don't lose sight of the prize, and don't let those negative thoughts, those negative spouts of energy get in your way. There's clearly some smoke in the fog that's causing you to see a little bit unclearly, but it's okay, you know, because at the end of the day, you're protected. At the end of the day, you're still pursuing those things. Just be more cautious, be more mindful, okay? And be more aware of what's going on. Like, get out of your feelings. Don't take things too personally, and don't allow other people to. One more card, and then we're going to close out this reading, guys. I think I needed to hear this too, as I needed to hear this a lot. Card number 38, we have Tea Magic. Okay, it says, reach into your subconscious, pull from the source, and weave magic with intention, and the answers will unfold. So turn to your spirit guides, turn to source, turn to the divine, and ask them what you need to do to find clarity. How can you find clarity? How can you allow for these thoughts to pass without you believing them? Because sometimes thoughts can really penetrate your mind, and if you are not the type to meditate, or if you're not the type to be able to silence your mind, sometimes they can really penetrate your mind so much that you actually do believe them. So I understand how it can be difficult, but I just encourage you to really take time for yourself. Have some self-care, okay? And really just be in your own energy, all right? I really hoped it resonated with you. If you are an air sign, comment below. Let me know what's your sign, whether it's sun, moon, or rising. And yeah, until next time, I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.